Welcome back to Gear Shift Hub, where we dive deep into the world of motorcycles, exploring the latest models, their features, and what they bring to the table for riders around the world. Today, we're taking a close look at one of the most iconic and dependable adventure bikes on the market, the 2026 Kawasaki KLR 650. Known for decades as the go-to machine for long-distance exploration, rugged terrains, and unmatched reliability, the KLR 650 has earned its place in motorcycling history. For 2026, Kawasaki keeps the formula that has made this bike a legend but refines it with modern touches, practical updates, and new technology that enhances its already solid reputation. When we talk about the Kawasaki KLR 650, we're talking about the bike that embodies the true spirit of adventure touring. Since its debut, it's been the kind of motorcycle that can take you anywhere, whether that's crossing continents, cruising down the highway, or venturing off into the wild on unpaved trails. Riders love it because it's simple, rugged, and built to last. The 2026 version doesn't try to reinvent the wheel. Instead, it polishes what already works and makes the KLR more comfortable, reliable, and capable for today's adventure riders. Underneath, the heart of the KLR remains a tried and true 652cc single-cylinder, liquid-cooled, 4-stroke engine. Kawasaki has fine-tuned the fuel injection system for smoother throttle response and improved fuel efficiency, especially helpful when you're far from civilization and every drop of fuel counts. The engine isn't about blistering speed, it's about consistent torque delivery and the ability to power through a wide range of terrains without breaking a sweat. Riders will find around 40 horsepower on tap, which is more than enough for highway cruising and off-road confidence. The 2026 model also gets slight refinements to reduce vibrations at higher RPMs, which has always been a point of discussion with big singles. One of the defining features of the KLR 650 has always been its durability and versatility. The chassis is built tough, with a steel frame that can withstand the abuse of long-distance travel, heavy luggage, and challenging conditions. Kawasaki continues with its semi-double cradle frame design, but they've reinforced it slightly to improve rigidity and stability, especially when carrying extra load. The suspension system remains adventure-focused, with long travel to soak up bumps on the trail. The front uses a 41mm telescopic fork, while the rear is a uni-track adjustable monoshock, offering enough flexibility for both solo riders and those fully packed for extended trips. Braking performance is another area where Kawasaki has kept things practical. The KLR 650 comes with front and rear disc brakes, and ABS is standard on the 2026 model, tuned specifically for both on-road and off-road riding. That means you'll get extra confidence when braking on loose gravel or wet pavement. It's not an overcomplicated setup, but it works consistently, which is exactly what riders in remote places need. Fuel range is a big deal for any adventure bike, and Kawasaki doesn't disappoint. The KLR 650 carries a massive 6.1-gallon, 23-liter, fuel tank, allowing riders to cover long distances between refueling stops. With the improved fuel efficiency from the refined injection system, riders can expect ranges north of 300 miles, depending on riding style and conditions. That's the kind of reassurance you need when riding through areas where gas stations are few and far between. From a design standpoint, the 2026 KLR 650 balances ruggedness with a subtle modern appeal. Kawasaki hasn't gone flashy here. Instead, the design emphasizes function over form, though it still manages to look aggressive and purposeful. The tall stance, wide handlebars, and upright seating position remind you immediately that this is a bike built for comfort over distance and control in rough environments. The body panels are simple but sturdy, designed to take scratches and bumps without looking out of place. For 2026, Kawasaki introduces new color schemes and graphics that give the KLR a refreshed, modern appearance without straying too far from its iconic silhouette. Comfort is a key area where Kawasaki has continued to make improvements. Adventure riders know that spending hours in the saddle requires ergonomics that don't wear you out. The 2026 KLR 650 has a wide, cushioned seat, optimized handlebar positioning, and a windscreen that's adjustable to cut down on fatigue during highway cruising. The seat height remains tall at around 34.3 inches, which might be intimidating for shorter riders, but it's a necessary trade-off to provide the ground clearance needed for serious off-road adventures. Technology-wise, the KLR 650 isn't packed with the high-end electronics you'll find on premium adventure bikes from BMW or KTM, but that's intentional. Kawasaki keeps it simple and rider-focused. The instrument cluster is a mix of analog and digital, providing all the essentials like speed, fuel range, trip meter, and gear position without unnecessary distractions. Some riders might wish for riding modes or traction control, but simplicity is part of the KLR's DNA. Fewer electronics mean fewer things to go wrong when you're riding in the middle of nowhere, and that reliability is a big part of its appeal. Another big selling point of the KLR 650 is its affordability. While adventure motorcycles can get extremely expensive, the KLR remains one of the most budget-friendly options in its class. For 2026, pricing is expected to start around $7,500 to $8,000 in most markets, which is an absolute bargain for what this bike offers. It's significantly cheaper than most middleweight adventure bikes while still delivering excellent capability. Kawasaki has always positioned the KLR as the adventure bike for everyone, and that philosophy continues with this latest model. For riders who want a bit more, Kawasaki also offers accessory options to tailor the bike to their needs. Factory accessories include luggage racks, panniers, crash bars, heated grips, and auxiliary lighting, making it easy to outfit the bike for long-haul travel or off-road exploration. Because of the KLR's long-standing popularity, the aftermarket community is also massive, meaning riders have endless choices for customization. What truly sets the Kawasaki KLR 650 apart is its legacy and reputation. This is a bike that has taken countless riders around the globe, through deserts, across mountains, and into places most motorcycles would struggle to reach. The 2026 version keeps that legacy alive, offering a dependable and straightforward machine that can handle just about anything you throw at it. It's not about flashy specs or the latest gadgets, it's about the confidence of knowing your bike will keep running no matter where the road or lack of ONIA takes you. In summary, the 2026 Kawasaki KLR 650 is an adventure motorcycle that continues to prioritize reliability, practicality, and affordability. With its tried-and-true single-cylinder engine, massive fuel range, rugged frame, and comfortable ergonomics, it remains a top choice for riders who want to explore far beyond the pavement. It might not have the prestige of more expensive adventure bikes, but what it delivers is arguably more valuable: peace of mind, durability, and the freedom to ride anywhere. If you're looking for a motorcycle that will carry you across cities, states, and even continents without breaking the bank, the 2026 KLR 650 is a machine that deserves serious consideration. So that's our deep dive into Kawasaki's legendary workhorse, the 2026 KLR 650. It's a bike built for riders who dream of the open road, who crave the freedom of exploration, and who value dependability above all else. Whether you're an experienced adventure rider or someone just getting into long-distance touring, the KLR 650 proves once again why it's one of the most trusted names in the world of motorcycles.